What's up, guys? Welcome to your Bitcoin update. Are we going to get a pump or a dump over the next few days? We're going to be talking about that. We're going to be looking at some targets and see what our possibilities are. Definitely stick around for the whole video. And don't forget, there's a free Discord group. There's a link down below in the description. Definitely check it out. Awesome community. Let's get into it. All right, guys, as always, this is not financial advice, trading advice, nor is it investment advice. Don't forget, we do a free Ledger Nano S hard wallet giveaway. We do that every Monday. All you have to do is make sure you subscribe to the channel, tick that notification bell to get you notified when I post videos, and smash that like button. If you leave the comment down below, I'll pick a random comment from a random video on Monday, which is tomorrow, and that will be the winner of the Ledger Nano S. All right, let's take a look at what's going on. So we're going to look at this at a few different angles. We're going to take a look at this chart, and then we're going to go into the next chart and kind of try to figure out the wave count as to what's going on. I still am leaning towards this ABC, but there is a possibility we could rise higher. So if you guys have been watching the videos, you know that I have been watching this. Let's zoom in so you can see it. So I've been watching this as a possible 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 would get us up to around the 62, 63,000 area. If we can break this high. Still looking at the ABC to possibly down to around the 51.5 area, unless we break this high. If we break this high of 61,000, then there's a possibility that we could be in a wave 5 here. The reason being, I don't like this count because this looks like 5 waves down here. This should be an ABC, and then we should get 5 waves down over here, which is what I'm still looking at. But again, if we pass the 61, then we could be going up to 62 to 63,000, possibly higher, because this could be a bull flag. We'll take a look at that in the next chart. Our volume is very low right here, so something big is probably going to happen tonight, maybe tomorrow, but I don't think it's going to be too much longer before we see a big move. Again, looking at this as an ABC would take us down to around this 51.5. And in the more bearish case scenario, then this could be a 1, 2, 3. And the reason being, if we take the Fibonacci extension and put it from the top of this wave 3, which I think is possibly wave 3, and we bring it down to this swing low here, bring it up, back up to this swing high, the 1-to-1 extension is 51.5. Now, that could still be really bullish if we do hit this extension and that is an ABC and we go up from there. The only problem with that is that would cross this 52.7. So for it to be bullish, we would have to bounce before this 52.7, I do believe. Otherwise, we could be going as low as, and again, we have no confirmation which way it's going to go yet, guys. Nobody knows for sure. But then it could be a 1, 2, 3 all the way down to the 46 area, bounce back up into, you know, this 51, 52,000 area, and then come down for wave 5 down, which would be a, you know, this would be a big ABC then. But if we did break this bottom trend line of this rising broadening wedge, then I do believe the bear market has begun. Otherwise, we have much higher targets that we're going to talk about. Let's get into a cleaner chart. This is the same chart. We're just going to look at it and dig into the counts more. If you want to look at the super long term, if we look at this wedge, if we do break up past this wedge being around the 70,000 area, something, we could definitely get to that $90,000 to $100,000 range. But again, none of this unless we cross this top trend line here. And if we drop below, could be seeing as low as a 17,000 Bitcoin, maybe even lower. Who knows? Until we actually make a break of one of these trend lines, we're not going to know. There is no confirmation still. This is in a crazy spot we're in right now. That this measured move here also gets us up to about that 62.7 that we have a target for. I showed you in the last chart. And that's just a measured move from this inverse head and shoulders here where we broke the neckline. Once we came up here, we did come down and test the neckline. So it leads me to believe there's still a possibility to come up to that range. Now let's go in a little bit deeper and talk about those wave counts. So like I was saying with the wave counts, let's pull up our Elliott. So this would be a wave 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops, that's wrong. This would be 3 here, then 4 up, and then 5 down. Now in an ABC correction, it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we should get an ABC up and then a 5 waves down, which still could be happening. This is an ABC. Let's look at the bearish case first. All right, let's put on our Fibonacci retracements here. See, I was looking at this as a possible 1, 2, and the only way that's still going to work is if this is a 1, 2, and then we have a 1, 2, and we're coming down for our 3. We are getting some resistance here at our EMAs, but we're trying to get back above them also. And again, our volume's declining. We should see a big move either up or down soon. Now let's take a look at, get this off of here. So if we do get up, we break this high. Obviously, if we break the 61, we're probably headed to the 62, 63 range. And if that is a wave 5, we could come all the way back down for another correction down into the 50,000, mid 50 range. But another way to look at this right now is get this stuff off here. And I'm going to give you 2 targets in a breakout area. Could this possibly be a bull flag here? That is a possibility. And we will be able to confirm it if we break this top trend line. And that's going to be, I'll try to get it as accurate as I can. That trend line is going to be right around, depending on how quick we get up there, it's going to be in the 59, let's see, 59.5 to, and the longer it takes, the lower this goes. So if we break the 59.5 range, most likely we've broken this trend line. And let's take a measured move of that. And this is just a real simple, quick analysis, guys. I've been pretty busy today with other stuff. So if we break up past this area, that could get us up into right in this area here. And we'll put a target up there. Around the 68,000, it would probably go up and at least test this trend line up here, which would be, depending on how long, if this takes, you know, all of next week, it could be in the 70,000 range. But keep an eye on that top trend line. If we do break up here, another measured move, looking at that as a bull flag for the bullish case. Then we'll take a look at the bearish targets here in a minute too. So let's look at, if we were to, well, same thing. Oh no, I'm sorry. I wanted to measure this whole thing as a bull flag. And that would be from down here. Measure this as a flagpole up to the top of the flag. And where would that get us? Then that would probably get us up to the top to test that top trend line. And let me get this over here. And if that was the case, that's gonna take some time. And where would that be? That would be somewhere around the April 1st. If we break this and come up, and that's going to get us to about the 72.5 range. Now, if we take a look, if we break down from this, let's see what that gets us. And then we'll take the fibs and see if it helps out any at all with any of this stuff. This is a very confusing spot. So let's put the fibs on again. Look at this as a 1, 2, and we're making 3 down. And see if that matches up with the fibs at all. Close. It gets us almost to the 1.618. So that is still in the cards. Again, if we break this 60,100, 60,200 range, then we're probably probably going to at least 62 or 63 for that wave 5. And if that's extended, then these are the two really bullish targets to test this top trend line. But again, unless we can break this high, and let's look at our, we still have room to come down here. We did make some hidden bullish divergence here, which was right here, higher highs in the price, lower highs in the RSI. Yeah, it is a tough decision. Let's take a look at the 1 hour chart. So in the 1 hour chart, we broke it through this trend line back up in here. If this curls around, comes back down, that would confirm more bearish targets. Otherwise, we could be in this falling channel here. And the top of that, it's going to be around the same as I showed you the bull flag, 59.45. Let's see what that measured move would get us to if we broke up and out of there. 67.5. What was the target over here? 68.3. So yeah, keep an eye on this. If we do break up here, guys, look for at least 62 or 63, which would be this 5 wave count. And if we do, you know what, I want to put one more thing on here. Let's put the Fibonacci retracements on here. Swing high to swing low. And I did it backwards. So swing high to swing low there. We got our bounce right around the 0.618 golden pocket zone. So like I said, just keep an eye on that. What was it? 59.5 area. If we do break this high, we're most likely coming up to at least in this area. Let me look at this as a 1-2 once. Let's see where we'll go from this wave 3 to the top of wave 3 to this. If that was a finished correction, which I still have a hard time seeing that because that's 5 waves down, but if that was the case, that gets us up to the golden pocket in there for the extension would be around 62 or 63. So if we do break this 59.5, actually I would rather see a break of this high around 60,100. If we do that, then we're most likely headed to at least 62 or 63,000. And watch for a reaction there. If we do get rejected, then that's probably a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we come back down still for a correction in this area. Again, if we blow through this, the bull flag targets are 68 and 72. It is still almost impossible to know which way this is going right now. We do not have any confirmation. We have a lot of things forming in the charts, but I would not do a trade unless we break this high here at that 60,100 or we break this low over here around 55.5. So that's where I'm at, guys. That is what I'm looking at. Don't forget to check out the free Discord group. Also, check out my wife's webpage, anchorimage.com. I have links below. Definitely check it out. And if you are interested in trading, I'll leave a Prime XBT tutorial up top, and I'll leave some videos at the end of the video. You can check them out, some tutorials on EMAs, stuff like that. But I may do a live stream if we get a move later, so definitely make sure your notification bells tick. Click the Crypto Savvy logo above my head. Yeah, we'll see what happens, guys. It's a tough one. All right, have a great day, and I am out of here.